Hi everyone, just gonna doing a vlog tonight. I had a long day because I volunteered at the Salvation Army for the food box for Christmas for people in green, and that was rewarding. I love volunteering, especially when it comes to helping people I've been in their shoes. But anyways, I've been doing pretty good. I've been just trying to keep my head above water and just remind myself that the holidays are just around the Christmas, and I can do it this year. I got this, and I think I can nip this in the bud a little bit. I don't think I've told you guys, my mom passed away December 26th, day before Christmas, but back in, I want to say 2013, I believe so, and it's just, I've never celebrated it after she's been gone. Sober, this will be my first sober Christmas. That's nuts, since my mom's been gone. But prior to, I've been high, but like since she's passed, this will be my first time, and I'm not gonna be able to run from it this time. You know what I mean? Before I was able to, because I was in Des Moines, and this year it's gonna be different. I'm gonna do this and be happy. Let's see. Not much else has been happening. I think I was talking to you guys a little bit about my prior relationship last time, about domestic abuse and this being homeless and then being an addict on top of all that, and so I'm kind of wanted to start to also just share with you guys, because now a lot of you probably won't like what I have to share, but like I've said before, looks like I have chocolate on my face. I made cookies for my grandbabies to send to them, but I had to steal one to see if it was good. So I was saying last time about me and my mom, we had this really relationship that just was not good. It was pretty bad, and but it wasn't her fault. I take responsibility because the thing was I was mean and abusive towards my mother because I was using, and I needed my next high. So, and a lot of people think, God, it was just meth. But let me tell you something, I was really fucking crazy. I was great. I was beyond addicted to meth. I didn't give a fuck about nobody. And it was sad about it. I didn't give a fuck about my own family, my kids, my parents, nothing. It was all about my fucking high for that meth, to fucking get high. And that's, what's crazy is I've learned so much lately about how meth affects you and why we do it. And it makes perfect sense that it is, it relates to those fucking, oh God, no. I can't even think of the word. I just had it in my own fucking head. But, dopamine. And it releases a lot of that in your head. It's that feel good, the feel good part that goes off in your mind. And when you're doing meth, it just intensifies it even more. So that's why it makes it a little bit more addictive. Anyways, but long story short, was me and my mom, we had it was bad relationship. She, however, was a really good person. It was me. Really, it was really me. It was nobody else's fault, nobody else's problems, but my problem. And so, I had stolen from her. I even put my hands on her. I didn't treat her good at all. And what's really fucked up about it is, now that she's gone, and now that I'm trying to get my life back in order, and I'm the same age as she was when she was having great babies. And now I can understand why she wanted to protect my children from me, because I want to protect my grandbabies from anybody and everybody. I don't like it. I don't even like it when my son disciplines his children. I don't like it. I hate it. But I have to realize too, like, they're just being parents. They're not abusing the children at all. But I don't like it. I don't want no one around my grandkids. I don't, because I don't trust no one, because I know how the hell I was. If that makes sense, I don't know if it does to you guys, but that's, that goes through my mind. And I was just telling this to my son I'm living with. Like, I ain't just, I want to take the babies and run. I want to take them and run and hide. Just because I want them to be happy and content. And I want my son and his girlfriend or his wife to know that they can't help it sometimes. Kids are, especially if you're 3 and 2, like, they yell at them, and I just sometimes just don't agree. Now people can say, oh, you could turn that shit in or something if you don't like it, but it's not abuse, really. It's not, but it's bothering me. It's bothering me a lot. And it hurts. I don't fucking want my grandkids to have to suffer at any time because their parents maybe is not having a good day and not probably making some good choices in life about people that they're around. But that's not for me to say. My thing is to just be a positive person for my grandbabies, to be able to be happy when they see me and give them the satisfaction to know that there is somebody that does care about them. And that's really what I want from them. But I can now understand what my mom was talking about and wanting to be somebody consistent in my children's life, because she was consistent and she, my kids adored her. And to this day, they still love her and miss her so much. I remember my daughter saying to me one time, oh, this is at my mom's funeral, but she said, Mom, would you be mad if I told you I loved her like a mom? And I said, no, why would I? Why would I be mad that you, because she was there for you when I wasn't there for you. I can't be mad. But now that, all this has gone on and she's gone now, I regret for everything I've ever done to that woman. I feel so freaking bad. Like, I feel like a piece of shit. But I can only just apologize so many times. And I know that I'm wrong. I've asked for forgiveness. I'm at peace in my heart now. But for a long time, or even not just a long time, but during the times that I was using, I just kept saying, I'm a bad daughter, I don't deserve to be happy, I don't deserve nothing. This is why I was, but the abusive relationship is about, and all these bad things, because I just thought I'm a piece of shit. And you know what? I'm sure she knows that I'm sorry, because I've screamed and I've yelled it in the air how much of a piece of shit I was, and how sorry I was. And I wish I can just tell her now that she was the best mom ever, and that she didn't do nothing wrong. All she did was just trying to be a good grandmother and a good mother and a good wife and all that good stuff. And she just tried really hard. And to put that the point of what I was talking about with my addiction. Isn't addiction is something, isn't it? And if we can't open up and be honest about things like this in our lives, we will never heal, and we will always go back to being an addict and abusing the drugs and stuff, because we have, when we do the drugs, we are trying so hard to escape, numb our pain. And what happens is drugs won't, it's not doing nothing. It doesn't stop time, and it doesn't do anything, because the problem is always going to be there until you deal with the problem itself, right? So I've had to deal with this, and I've had to move on. Just like my daughter, sometimes she gets really mad and says, you wasn't there and you did blah, 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 and this and that. I get it. I do. I really do. And I'm, like, I'm a piece of shit for that. I am. But I can only apologize so many times. And just say, I love you and I hope you can forgive me. But if you keep reflecting on it, it's just going to eat you up just as much. And I do take responsibility for anything that I have done because of my addiction. But that doesn't make me the person I am right now today. Because this person right here is a warm, and I'm considerate, and I'm caring, and I'm loving, and I'm sober. And that's all that matters. I mean, I know there's a lot of things I need to work on in my life, and I need to get some, really good therapy, and I need to work on myself some more. There's not nothing, I'm not saying that I'm completely all 100% better anymore. I have health problems now because of drugs. I have a lot of mental illness as well. I used to think that I was pretty fucking smart, and I had my shit together, and I did at one time, but drugs have played a great toll on me. In good example today, I volunteered for this food bank or food box for for the needy, and wow, my body is so out of shape and so torn up that I literally was sitting in a puddle of sweat. And I couldn't even breathe, and my breathing, because I live with an inhaler now because I have pretty much like COPD. They're saying I'm not at the COPD stage quite yet, but I'm about there. And I mean, I had to do about 20 puffs off my inhaler, and oh my God, it was so bad. But I stayed there from 10 in the morning till fucking 5 o'clock this evening, and it was hard. Like right now, my body is so sore. My legs, my feet, my fucking hands, my buttocks, my back. And I mean, I'm drained. I am drained. But I would do it all over again, and that's what I love about me today, is that I'm just kind of like on this road to recovery, and I'm going to make it. I'm going to survive. I'm going to be successful in doing something. And you guys won't believe this. Even when I was volunteering, the one of the senior members of the Salvation Army said that they were looking for a receptionist, and that they would love me to apply for the job to try to get it. And I was like, "Are you for real? Like that doesn't happen to me just like that." So when I came home tonight, I got on there. I sent them a resume. I filled out a little application, and let's see what happens, right? And hopefully I get it. That would be that would be awesome. And I would be ecstatic. But I'm not going to get my hopes up. I'm just going to stay positive about it, and just and pray and hope that I get the job. It'd be fun to find out if it's something that will happen for me, because it is important that I get some kind of income for me, since I'm not going to get approved for the disability, which there was I can still apply or appeal it now and try to get it, because I have learning disabilities as well. But I'm going to try to also just try to be a functioning normal person as well in society, and just if I have to even get a job of wiping shit off toilets, it's just going to have to be like that for me until I get approved. But I'm hoping that I get this job. That would be wonderful. If I don't, then I just keep moving forward with other goals. I have not been doing my GED program because that got me so irritated and frustrated as well that it bothered me so much badly. I can't help it. I'm just knowing that it was not going to happen for me. And that's what's sad is it's like I'm not able to even get a high school education to better my life. Isn't that something? That I want to better my life, but I'm just not going to be able to now with the learning disability. It's not for me. It's not going to ever happen for me. But I got other plans too, and I'm working with other programs to help me deal with a lot of this stuff, even down to finding housing. I mean, I live with my son, and which is really nice, and I appreciate it for my son. But too, like, I know that him and his old lady want their home back, and they want to enjoy just their life. And me being here, it's not like I'm bothering them, but it's still kind of like, it's not, they're not saying, oh, hey, we don't want you here, but, I sometimes, my son will be like, are you still looking for places? Are you still, and I'm like, yeah, but, all I can do is just wait now because I've done everything I can do to get to the next step of getting a place. I'm just now waiting for an opening somewhere that will rent to me. And that's like everything in my life. I'm trying to do all the right things. It's just not moving fast like I would like it to. But I know that they're here for me and they're trying to help me as well. And that's a lovely thing for me to know that I have my son and his old lady, rooting for me here. While I'm up here. If it wasn't for them, I think I'd just be back on the streets in Des Moines, Iowa, doing drugs and probably be dead by the end of this year, would have been for sure. I believe that more than ever. And this is my opportunity to rise now. So I'm taking full advantage of all my opportunities that I get. And if I can get this job, that's just another milestone. But even if I don't get it, I might be a little disappointed, might get a little frustrated. But I'm not going to go out and use because of it. Because something else will knock on my door eventually. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just maybe I'm not ready for that kind of, job. But I would love to work there because you know what? I can relate to a lot of the people that come there for the help because I've been in their shoes. So it will be something that will be interesting. And if I do get it, it is going to leave a huge impact. It's going to leave a big, it's going to be telling people she has done it. She did it. She's got this really amazing job and then she's getting her life back in order. I just want to be an example for people. I want people to see that it's possible to get somewhere after everything that's happened. And I don't know if people want to believe me or not, but everything I tell you is the truth. And I don't edit anything. I don't sugarcoat nothing. I keep it so very, very honest and true to you all because I want everybody to know what my story is. It doesn't, and I don't care who likes it and who doesn't like it. It's just my story, and it's my way of, coming and saying, "Hey, I've struggled too, and I'm willing to help the best I can." I can only share my experiences, my past, with you guys. I can't. I don't know. I can't give I don't know your story. But that's what helps other addicts is to know that there's been somebody that's went through it. And I'm not saying my situation was worse in any ways anybody else because I'm sure there's people that it's been 10 times harder than my life. But it's possible. And, too, I always want people to know, like, if there's something I can help you with, I can always look stuff up for you, if you need some kind of resource as well. That's why I tell you guys, like, if you have suggestions for even me, I'm willing to listen. And, just throw me some ideas. I don't mind. But, yeah. And vice versa. If you get my drift, I don't ever want nobody to think that, oh, she's just getting on here just to ramble and blah, blah, blah. No, I'm just trying to share a story about my life and where I'm going to go with this life. I don't have a lot of sobriety time, but I do have, since August 28th of this year, I have been clean and sober. And I'm super freaking happy. And it was all because I wanted it this time. Them other times, I didn't want it. I didn't care for it. And I kept going back to the same situations every time. It wasn't going to ever help me until I wanted it. And I finally want it. Because I don't want to die. I don't want to be a disappointment to my family. And I've seen how much damage I've done. And I've got so much to do to make them things right. And all the apologies are never going to be enough for my family. So now it's just all about taking the action of doing stuff. Like getting a job, getting my own place. And staying away from the people that are toxic in my life. That's the only way to do it. It really is. That's why a lot of people said, I don't know, you left Iowa, blah, 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 this and that's. Listen, Iowa is just not for me. That's my playground. That's where I get my drugs. That's where I hang out with people and do drugs and go homeless and not stay in touch with my children. And now I have grandbabies, and I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. It's done enough damage. I lost my parents. I've lost a brother. I've had another brother that did 25 years of his life in prison and just got out. And you know what? My kids, they've been damaged by my own addiction. And I'm just not doing it no more. And not because of them. It's because Robin, want to be clean and sober and prove to myself as well as to others that, that I'm not perfect, but I can make things right and work on me. And even get the help, like mental help. And I used to not want to even admit to anybody that I had some mental issues, because it's like so like, oh, that's terrible, and that's downgrading, blah, blah, blah. That's for fucking runs, blah, 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 fucking dummies. I'm not a dummy. I'm not a rum. But I do have issues. And it's mainly because of the drug activities, the abuse that I went through. A lot of trauma. And it's just things I need to work on. I need to see somebody professionally to help me get through those things so that I can break the cycle and give my family the best of me. But anyhow, that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. Just kind of stuff like this. And I appreciate each and every one of you. So just like what you see, subscribe on my channel. And I will send you guys another vlog here in a day. Bye. Have a good evening.